Good afternoon and aloha, everybody. Welcome to our second session of Crash Nitro Kart. Today we are doing the Uka Cup. Same as ever, Crash Bandicoot. We are going right in. We already ran out of the original soundtrack for this game, so right now we're playing free music, all royalty-free music, Creative Commons and whatnot. Some are from the website of Free Sounds, and some are from SAVESTATES by Matt Wilson. Most of you watching probably already know who that is, thanks to a certain movie I made. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's about, like, the stuff I put in is about 25 minutes, so we're gonna have to rush through this as much as possible. This is much like the first recording. Not my first time recording this. This is the second try. This was going to just be music from freesounds.com, but for some reason and whatever, and just due to my own ignorance, most of the soundtrack did not fit with the game. In fact, most of it was just like extremely relaxed tunes, and it I think it almost put me to sleep like halfway through the race. Like, I just had no energy throughout my first attempt at recording this. And there was like multiple other issues that came in that I had no control over, like for instance, the dog barking. And since we have two dogs now, both of them started barking. Because of various reasons. A large truck could have drove by, or like somebody was knocking at the door, mailman, you know, that doggy stereotype, and that kind of ruined the entire recording. So for this recording, hopefully the barking won't happen. It'll probably still happen, but this time I picked more exciting music. You know, that's far more appropriate for this game. It keeps the action going, it keeps you paying attention, and it won't put me to sleep. Now, one fact that I forgot to bring up in the first recording was the reason why I chose the PlayStation 2 version of Crash Nitro Kart instead of any other version, and that was simply because of performance issues. Like, this computer very clearly can't handle 60 frames most of the time, and I had to look this up. The GameCube version runs at a consistent 60 frames. The Xbox version runs from 50 frames down to 40 frames, and from what I've read about the PlayStation 2 version, or as most people put it, the worst version of the game to play, it goes about lower than that, and since I wanted to preserve as much energy from this computer as possible, I went with that version. And since we were already playing a bunch of PS2 games on the channel anyway, it just seemed consistent. That obviously didn't show in the final verdict, since I had to manually lower the frames down anyway. It's still 20 frames, by the way, in case you were wondering. I don't know if the microphone's picking up on the music or not, because usually it just picks up the fan noise. It is still very much hot in the house. We have like we have three fans going off. The one on the ceiling, the one literally right next to me, and we have the air conditioner, which I had to take the top off of because there's a little bit of duct tape that's attached to it, and it was flapping, and couldn't remove it, so I just had to remove the entire thing. Thought there was a mouse in there for a second. Turns out, no. Turns out the air conditioner is just randomly spitting stuff out, and it was just a really large piece of paper. Ooh, just missed that boost. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's new. Never had that before. What does that do? It's a long-lasting shield. As soon as I questioned what it was, my memory immediately kicked in. I watched a bunch of reviews for this game, and yeah, one of them mentioned that this is an extended shield. It, yeah, it explains itself. It lasts longer than the regular green shield. Don't know if it cast an annoying sound or not. I'm not paying attention to it. The music is overriding it, so I guess it doesn't matter. From what I've seen, those electrical balls are basically the bananas of the Crash Nitro Kart universe. They just, like, sit there and do nothing until somebody runs into them, much like bananas. Those are the facts I can spew out. Oh yeah, another one that I found out. I mentioned this in the failed recording. But there's a reason for why Dingodile there is wearing a little hat on top of his head. And that's because by the logic of the Crash universe, Dingodile, Polar Bear, and Tiger don't know how to drive karts. And since they're in this race, there's only one explanation of why they suddenly are driving, and it's because those little caps are mind control devices that are hypnotizing them to drive. Learned that from watching a review. Yeah, man. You can tell this is the second take because I'm talking much faster throughout all these facts. Ah, failed the boost. We'll save it. Whee! Aku Aku is basically the invincible star of this game. He helps you go slightly faster, and he makes sure that you don't get hurt. Also, if you've been seeing those little boost meters pop up, you can actually ramp up the boost even higher. Like, what I've been achieving so far has been 5s and 6s, but there have been some playthroughs where people have made the boost meter go about as high to 36 to 45. And one reviewer, it might be the same one, said that since that boost is there, it basically motivates you to keep that boost going for as long as possible. Like right there. I just said I could only achieve like 5 and 6s. That is my first 7 boost. So that's a neat little thing that you can do. You can also enable the boost while engaging in drifting, which, you know, I said in the past recording, I have no idea how to actually do, so you're not going to be seeing any of those. Oh! I just drove right through that, but it still counted as a hit. Name of the game, avoid those. If you've ever played Double Dash, Wii, and or, well, obviously Mario Kart 8, you know that there's a track similar to this one that has these very same obstacles. Don't die. Somebody just threw a missile at me. It did absolutely nothing. Oh, oh, nope, whoa! I pressed the weapon button and the drift button at the same time. I did not know what just happened there. Achieved a boost midair. I think those things are basically the freeze weapons, where they hold you in place for a few seconds if you hit them. I don't know, I've been dodging them all this time, so I have no motivation to run into them on purpose, just to see what they can do. I don't even know what happened there. I think I dodged that perfectly. Oh. Okay, then. Didn't know how to avoid that. There was a boost right there, but it didn't register. Eat TNT, whomever's gonna be behind me. And, oh. Oh. That wasn't a sticky keys incident. I think an update just happened. My PC just updated right the heck out of nowhere and interrupted my game. Oh, hey! Dingo Doll got my TNT box. Thanks for showing me you picked that up, buddy. I need to win this race, so bye! If it's not the reality of a dog barking that interrupts your recording, it's your computer just randomly deciding to update when you don't want it to. Some of these tracks are honestly really friggin' good. Like, most of these tracks can work in a game like Mario Kart 8. Like, I'm honestly surprised Crash hasn't been added yet. I think most of the companies that run Crash have a healthy relationship with Nintendo. Like, healthy enough to put them on the goddamn Switch. I mean, the closest we're gonna get is, having, driving through all these in Nitro Kart. That's the closest we're gonna get to having these tracks in a Nintendo game. Like, especially with all of the anti-gravity sections, it would work wonderfully in Mario Kart 8. Especially like the last stage. As soon as we finish this one, the last stage we're gonna go to, it like looks like it was like lifted directly out of that game. Mine. I'm gonna hold on to it for a while. But you know what they say? If you love something, set it free. Dang, 8! That's a new record for me. The urge to drift is rising. Oh god. Oh no. Younger puppy is barking. This was gonna happen eventually. And since the big puppy out there is also with them, they're probably gonna get into a fight and then they're both gonna start barking. Which, yeah, Curly just barks at him for no goddamn reason. He doesn't even attack her. Like, sometimes Tiger just goes over to Curly just wanting to kiss, and she's just having none of it. Like, yeah, a few months ago, he was the most annoying thing in the goddamn house, caused us a lot of pain. We were so goddamn upset. We were almost to the point of depression, and we felt the same amount of pain that Curly went through. But, like, these past couple of weeks, he's been fairly good. Like, he hasn't purposefully gone out of his way to bite everyone super hard. He doesn't go, super crazy. He doesn't tear up the house as badly. Like, yeah, he accidentally, bites into one thing that he's not supposed to, but he doesn't go, like, rabid over it. So, really, Curly is just getting upset over absolutely nothing. Nah, mate, I ain't looking. It's much too scary. Just vibing. Rocking out. Well, it's about time. And let's go! Well, that was a fairly good boost. Need that. That didn't help me in the slightest. This, however, will. Bombs, you want it? It's yours, my friend. I did it. I did the joke slightly better than in the last recording. Yay, me. Oh man, that was the hardest turn I've ever done. And this is the part that I was talking about specifically with it fitting in with Mario Kart 8. The track goes up into that clock, and much like a Ferris wheel, you're up there for quite a while before you get back down. Eat Electro Banana, guys. The You Win music kicked in too early. I think we've reached the end of the soundtrack. This is the, this is the congratulations music from Save States. It's playing way too goddamn early. Guys, I haven't won yet. What are you doing? Don't bring the cake out now. I haven't gotten there yet. Oh no. Somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they cut it anyway. I feel every moment. Up, up, up. I need it. We're so far ahead. So close, yet so far away. Oh boy, we're gonna bump that wall. Oh, we didn't just bump the wall, we just straight up crashed into it. Oops. That boost made us super disoriented. Oh, we did it again! Nothing's going right, and we're not even on the final lap yet. Okay, that was a sick trick. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Ugh. I'm gonna pause and replay the soundtrack. It's a little bit louder now. It's a little bit louder now. It does not apply to OBS. It's a little bit more intense. Oh god. Okay, that was my fault. That was my fault. Okay, that wasn't by accident. That was an intentional drive. Crash just decided, nope, I'm not putting up with this jumpy crap. I'm gonna go right in. Whoa! Yeah, I petered out for a moment. I was looking away for like 1 second, wasn't paying attention to the road. Do not give me a car IRL. And the doggy's barking now. Nutso. Well, we're almost done, so I guess we can forgive it. I mean, the soundtrack is actually still loud, so... Oh my god. Oh my god. I am pressing down as hard as I can. Like that's gonna mean anything. Me pressing down on the button as hard as I can, with the illusion that pressing it can maybe make me go faster, when that is not at all the case. But dang it, I'm trying. I'm hoping through sheer will of pressing this button that I will magically go faster than I already am. Take Mega Banana. We're gonna crash again, aren't we? Crash is gonna crash. Crash crashed. And it's gonna happen again. And now we are on the final lap. Professionalism just went right out the window. This happened in the other recordings too, like, well, you know, the ones that you didn't see. I did a test drive on this one during time trials, where, like, during the final lap, like, everything just went wrong. Like, I didn't make the jump. Like, I lost all of my Wumpa fruit. And I just kept ramming into things. And then the second time around, I still didn't make the jump. And now this is the third time around where I'm making more mistakes than usual. I am leaning on my keyboard. Hey. guess that electrocutes them. That mega electrocutes them. If the last one freezes them, then that one is surely death. Oh no. Are we gonna drive off? Okay, this way, this way, this way, this way! Okay, we made it, and we kept all of our Wumpa fruit. Awesome. Yeah. 100% completion. Yeah. We did it. We saved the world. And no war broke out this time. These were all barren tracks. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this race. Nobody was harmed in the first race because it was just an empty jungle. Nobody was harmed in the cave because who the heck lives in the cave? This place was already a junkyard to begin with, so yay, no civilian casualties during this cup. Gimme. Gimme. I want the prize. I want to put it right next to my other one. Crash doesn't know how to feel about this music. It's going way too fast for him. He can't keep up with the beat. He's trying, though. It's a challenge. It's like dancing to skater music. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today's session. Have yourself a safe week and a fantastic month and just a spectacular year all around. I'll be seeing you next time. This session went a lot better than I expected it to. So I'm looking forward to the third one. So until then, see ya. Bye-bye.